All right. Hello, hello, hello. Looks like I forgot to update that discount code, so I'm gonna do that real quick. So anyway, how's everyone doing? We're back. It is Saturday night. Another live stream. What's that code? AIM25. There we go. Set that up. There we go. So anyway, we're back. It's Saturday night. We're back for another stream, working on the Ghouls de Lanza again. Hopefully finishing up the arms and maybe moving on from there tonight. We are giving away some kits tonight. We're giving away that HG Nightingale that you probably saw in the thumbnail. We also had a generous donation from Weeks K, I believe. I'll check my notes here. Yeah, Weeks K. With an HG aerial, so we'll be giving away 2 kits tonight. So thank you, Weeks, for the donation. I'm going to jump into the chat and say hello and all that stuff before getting back into the kit. Before I do, though, a couple quick things like we always do. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, please hit that like button. It definitely helps more people see the stream. It's always appreciated. And number two, we do have a sale this weekend. 25% off AIM kits, Warrior at the Borderline. It's a great series of kits. We just happen to have a whole lot of them. We're also got some promo decals. If you use that AIM25 code, you'll also get a sheet of Bandai water slides, a generic set for AIM in the box as well. So if you're looking for something new to build or you're into that series, definitely take a look at that. But I'm going to jump into the chat and say hello and then get back to building. So first up, let's see. What's up, Matthew Mahoney? Slice a tip off my finger on a mandolin. How's everyone else's day going? Ow, that doesn't sound fun. Definitely not going like that. What's up, Dylan Dull, Black Otter Team, Maverick Entity, Kilo Delta, Kyle Dixon, Mercus Hatch, Massive Attack, Zombie. Let's see, The Time Sync, Real Time 88, Apocalyptic, Jason S, J plus K, Gunpla Customs, John Cruz, the Monster Trio, Gregory Jewell, Peter Villas, Mimic Senpai, Wolfpack, Mustilidae Gaming, Matthew Russ, Craig Homan, Digital Baka, Lego Yoda, Joseph Nimmons, El Tyson Noct, Craig Homan started my Firepower Mystery Box project. Nice, you're using all those parts for a custom or just building the kit? What are your plans for that one? Rob Sadler, what's up? More American Entity. Hope more folks are doing Zaku kits in honor of Zaku Day being back on the 9th. So what made the 9th Zaku Day? Is there a number significance I'm missing there? Jason S, what's up? Jeffrey Bullock, Daniel Morgan, Weeks K, DRS, Nick Chase. Let me go to the FM. Kembu's a super fun build. So far, working it out nice. I was looking at it the other day, the design, and I feel like someone needs to do like a really dark, like dystopian color scheme on some of those kits. Israel Knight, what's up? Jason S happily managed to snag your last Y-Wing Friday, nice. Megan Daniel doing a Zaka 2 GTO conversion now, nice. Gregory Thomas, what's up? Kyle Walter, DJ Azure, Double O Gundam Exia, Cake and Walnuts. That's why I was not allowed to use a mandolin for the same reason, dude. What's up, Fathom? What's up? Having a build night with friends right now. Cool. What's up, Lucky Epic? Neepy. Yeah, you got it this time. Don't ask me to get that right, like, consistently. It took me a second. Skids Custom, what's up? Squirrel West sought the readings for 3 and 9. Sun Q. Oh, I see. Use all the goodies in the Firepower Mystery Box to load out the Goof Custom. Nice. What's up, my channel? For some reason 3-9 also being Hatsune Miku Day as well, since Mitsu is one way to say 3. And Ku is 9 as well. Mustard musty will work fine. I'll have to like make a little note down here to remind myself. Let's see. Any news on getting distributed for the Mercury Fair Act 30-minute mission Spinacio Night. So we got some fair acts coming. I think we should have those all covered by the end of the month. Spinacio Night, I got pre-order, back order, whatever you want to call it, with the distributor, and we're still keeping our eye out for more from other places as well. So we'll hopefully have those both in the near future. What's up, FTL Drive? Go out Wolf. Hey, first time tuning in. The Delonza kit looks cool. Thanks. What's up, Buster? Okay, I think I'm caught up. I think I gotta finish the hand for this right arm. Is that where I'm at? B18 and C6. Hey, Bug-Eyed, what's going on? Working my first Zoids kit. Nice. Which one? HG Alpha just arrived. Nice. We just got restocked on those again on Friday. I think they ran out already again, though. What's your favorite type of music to build to? I like lo-fi. I mean, just favorite type of music in general would be a variety of metal genres or subgenres. I don't know that there's a distinction for building specifically. Darkhorn, like it so far, is nice. That's the other Zoid kit that I have in my backlog. I'm probably not going to touch it for a very long time, considering how long it took to do the Blade Liger. And I think I want to try painting it, which would be kind of crazy. Here we see 46, 49 line as well. That's nice to meet you, since Yon is 4, Ro is 6, she is 4, and Ku is not Yoroshiku. Gotcha. Interesting. I'm hoping to build those on my birthday on the 27th. Going to be 33. Viking Metal is always a good choice. There you go. Just finished Spinacio Night. I love it so much. Took tons of pictures. I have had a fun time just playing with it. It's a great kit. Nice. Taking all longer than any Gundam kit. Yeah, they're more like in line with like a Verka or a PG almost, in terms of complexity and number of parts and stuff. So if you ever see one fully painted, it's a pretty significant task. What's up, Urfig? Velcro Shoe Guy, like Ramstein and Slipknot. Good bands. Whatever kid I'm building, play the music from the series. That's the Liger build. Been thinking about getting one. Watched the show a long time ago. It's a solid kit. I did the Blade Liger AB. May or may not be visible in the side cam over in the corner. It's been sitting on my desk while I wait to figure out what I want to do with it. I should probably just like panel line and top coat it, because I don't think I'll ever paint it. But it's a solid kit. Just a lot of parts. Pretty complex. If you like taking your time and like removing nubs and all that kind of stuff, I would plan on spending a lot of time on it. But then spring break, so time to work on my backlog. Nice. They're definitely time-consuming kits. See the occasional painted one, and they're super impressive because of the amount of work that must go into painting one. I think there's a painted one of the Liger variants down at ODO actually. I don't think the judges had any idea what they were looking at for that category though. Enjoy spring break so I can. God, I miss those. Yeah, I don't think I ever really took advantage of a spring break. I have memories working through a project for one class one time while I was on break. I put probably like 60 hours into it. And I think most of my other spring breaks I probably stayed on campus and worked. Just like most of my summers, I stayed on campus and worked. Too many kits in that state. Should I panel line this and be done? But I really want to paint. I really want to paint it. Yeah, it's hard. Got a pretty mundane week at work this coming week. Hoping to knock out my EW0 custom for a COD. Just need to get my hands on some of the other kits. Nice. At least one there. I never realized how big that kit was. Yeah, they're pretty sizable. It's like, you know, I'm just looking at this one over here. It stands like chest high, probably waist to chest high on a master grade. So my professors didn't assign any work for spring break. Took a break from Gundam and I'm working on to meet his new F-35. Cool. The MG Strike Rouge. Otori, maybe. Just need a new set of nippers and then start on EX Strike Freedom. Nice. Just finally got our batch of those in this week and shipped out, covering all the pre-orders. Really excited about that. It's been a little bit of a struggle, but we're doing pretty well on getting caught up on that kind of stuff, so I'm really excited about that. Speed nippers are fantastic. They definitely are. 3.0s are great. Made the frame of my PG Strike and Gaia Star Bright Iron today. It looks so good. Nice. They just finished this. How nice. I'm still trying to get a hold of the X Freedom. Danny. Becca Minion Joust was an interesting clip during the audio video. It definitely was. I wasn't sure what to expect. I knew they were planning to shoot something, but I had no idea what they were planning, and what they did turned out pretty good, I think. We're in the Bandai MG RX-82 Gundam version 1.5. It's a pain. Alright, so I got that arm. Plug that in there. Alright. Okay, time for the left arm. What's up, Rob Rosencrantz? Gregory, I had my MGEX pre-order forever and gave up on the place and got it at a local shop just last week. Yeah, I think in a lot of ways they're almost easier to get at local shops just because of... I guess it depends on the shop. But there's probably less hardcore customers there, and you might randomly stumble upon them with the lower quantity of stuff that's distributed wider. I'm hoping we can get a big lot that will be free to distribute as regular orders in the near future. Fingers crossed. I enjoyed the vlog recap video this week. Nice. Glad you liked it. Oh, I hooked me up. Save me one. I had a pre-order at BBTS, and I think they overpromised. A lot of places do. Anybody that offers it before they get confirmations is basically overpromising. At least until supply gets caught up, but with newer pre-orders, I think demand will almost always outstrip supply the first round or two that they come out. What's up, Depeche? Adam, Champo, what's going on? But we're finding a lot of the stuff for the pre-orders that we were worried would get stuff for. There's a few that I'm still a little concerned about. But, fingers crossed that we'll get lucky and come across them. Got the stream a bit late. What's up, Chris? Welcome. Find the gold waterside decals for it now. Starting my standard Delanza today. Nice. I grabbed standard Delanza and Choo Choo Demi Trainer with the Wednesday restock. We're doing restocks more than once a week now, if it makes sense. Basically restocking when stuff comes in and is available and ready, rather than waiting arbitrarily to Friday. Any Delpy restocks for HG Aerial. Hopefully soon. We're working on a Delpy restock in the near future here. Kate does all of our decal ordering and some of our other stuff, so she's been still super caught up trying to catch up with a lot of these shifts with ordering and some other personal stuff going on that she's dealing with. That's eating some of her time too, but the big one's been these more frequent smaller orders taking up some of her time there, and then just trying to catch up because I think she was behind. I forget what got us behind, if it was just all the extra work scrambling to come up with our list and communicating with distributors, trying to give them lists of all the stuff we were looking for to fulfill our pre-orders and stuff like that. But it's definitely high on the priority list, so it should be coming around soon. Any Delpy restocks for HG Aerial? Oh, I've already read that, I think. Greed Nick, same thing my local shop said, which is why I just gave up on them. You give off superhero vibes. Where do you get your integrity? Was there an event you can remember that made you want to be honest and not rip people off? I don't think so. I guess I was raised right, maybe. I don't know. I don't like to see people upset. I don't like people to be angry, and it just, I don't know. I guess I have a strong sense of justice and fairness and all that kind of stuff. I don't think I should benefit at someone else's detriment. Will you ever get PGL strikes in? I'm sure at some point, if they get printed again. My MG Strict Freedom pre-order on Thursday. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you for sticking with us. If you must have builds. Got use out of my kits I put together. Really gave me my RG God Gun a bit more sheen. Just want to say it's very much appreciated with all the work and transparency you guys give at Mecha Warehouse. Love you guys. Thanks, dude. I got the Psychodoga, but man, the price for it though. How are the new distributors of Mr. Color paints, surfacers, and top coats? So we definitely have sources for those. BNTCA, I think, will technically allow us to still place orders for those items. I'm still debating whether we want to give them any of our business at this point, or if we take it to some of these other distributors. One of the main ones that we're kind of going back to that we used to deal with, like 2020 era, definitely has a lot of that stuff on the shelf though, at a pretty good price, so we can get a lot of that kind of as needed. And we're going to start looking at paint restocks and tools and adding paint lines and all that kind of stuff. And Nick, what's your favorite witch kit so far? The ones I've built, probably the Ilfrith. I built the bigger bow, Ilfrith, and I'm working on the Lanza. I think Ilfrith was my favorite so far. Lawful good or chaotic good? Man, I guess I need the description. I never really played D&D. I had plenty of friends that did. I just never got into it. I played some Exalted though. That was fun. So I need the formal definition, I guess. Screw PTCA. Take your money elsewhere. It's kind of how I feel. I think they owe us some non-hobby stuff, and last I checked with them, which was weeks ago at this point, I need to follow up with them. it was like locked up still because they hadn't corrected their system to indicate that our other orders were gone, and they were still like holding other stuff up or something. I have to give them a call on Monday, I think, and figure that stuff out. Imagine if they release a perfect grade aerial. That'd be really cool. But the Michaelis to look like Samus Aran a few weeks back as a custom build. It was a lot of fun. Nice Kid of Good Think Thief with a heart of gold. I'm probably more lawful than so I know of someone that can take a picture and turn it into a water slide decal. There's a company called Bedlam Customs, I think. It's like bedlamcustoms.com or something like that. That does small run custom water slide decals. Like if you wanted to do water slides for, you know, say a bike or a baseball bat or models for that matter, they'll do that kind of stuff. I remember researching them when I was looking at options for having decals manufactured. They don't do large production run stuff, but they'll do small run stuff. Individual sheets, I think, too. All good be truth and justice no matter what. Good would mean maybe you don't get involved if it's not your business, but also don't sit around if someone's getting taken advantage of. It's hard to say. I feel like my natural inclination is probably more lawful good then, but the world is probably forcing me to be more chaotic good. Get paper to make water slides pretty cheap. Yeah, there's always that too. I think you can print your own with those as well. I think that where that lacks is like white decals typically, because you can't really print white. But certainly an option. All right. How's everybody's Saturday going though? What's everybody up to today? You guys all building? How's all that? My day was pretty good. Ended up going. My truck was overdue for an oil change by like, I don't know, 1,500 miles or something stupid like that, because it's just been too crazy the last couple weeks. So I dropped my truck off to do that, and then we went to IHOP for kind of brunch, because we had planned to do that when I got back from ODO, but the one of my sons was sick, so that was good. It was an enjoyable breakfast. And I came home and some cleaning and organizing around the house, and then family movie night. It's good stuff. HG Moon, nice. John Pliskin, what's up? Grocery shopping and food prep, nice. Finishing Argate Tall Geese, just finished up my custom Wings over Kaus. Now I prelude wings, so break time with some gaming, nice. Been on call since Monday, 7 a.m., so one of those weekends I just want over, so I'm off call. That must kind of suck being on call, right? Because you technically not doing anything, but you can't make any sort of other plans. Kind of evolution, seeing a lot of the heavy arms, building relaxing after a long week. It's nice to have the calm. Made a cockpit and wheel well for the F-35. Excuse me. Great. Fixing to work more on a Goof custom, which shall be my first airbrush custom. Nice. PG Riser, wife works on SDEX00. Nice. So we're doing, just finished up Black War Greymon Amplified. Nice. What's up, Crimson Thunder? Usual Saturday, help mother at her job this afternoon. Bought the original Company of Honor to try it on my laptop and started the MG Charizaka tonight. Watched the World Baseball Classic. What movie did you watch? We watched Secret Headquarters. It's a relatively recent movie. It's got Owen Wilson and it's PG. It was like kind of a superhero-y action comedy kind of thing. It was rated PG, so good one to watch with the kids. It was pretty good. Some funny moments. What's up, Blasphemy Builds? Hey, Kasari, what's going on? 24 hours for 7 days straight on top of working normal 8-hour shifts. Sucks when you get that 10 p.m. call. It takes till 2 a.m. and be back at 7 a.m. Yeah, it's rough. I'm in for a long run tomorrow morning while building and watching TV with the family. Nice. Put some Boost movies, sound pretty good. Yeah, we saw that one in theaters, actually. This was pretty good. I think I almost fell asleep in it, though. But I don't know that that's the movie's fault. Also excited about some Diorama stuff last weekend, so I broke out the Sculptamold to put down the, I don't know, Sculptamold layer, I guess, for lack of a better term, on the Diorama I'm working on. And it came out horrible. I think I mixed it to the wrong consistency or something. Completely enveloped some of the rock molds, so I ended up just scraping the whole thing off, and I'm going to restart it probably tomorrow. But probably going to just actually measure the ratios of water to Sculptamold this time, instead of trying to eyeball it like I see in all the videos. And but I also got in some static grass at a static grass applicator this week, so that'll be fun to play with. I put together my cow. I left the Phoenix for him, and I'm working on LF. Nice. Does Mecha Warehouse carry any Diorama supplies? Not really at the moment. We might at some point. The question is whether enough people would buy them with enough frequency to make it reasonable for us to not only stock them, but keep them in stock. The problem with some of the slower selling things is we don't wouldn't be able to keep a lot of them in stock, because they won't move very fast, but then it becomes almost more work to keep them in stock because you got to reorder more frequently. But I would be interested in it. Just like plot plate would be cool too, and some of the details, stuff like that. If I want to give dioramas a try as well. If anyone hasn't tried any M&M kits, you should take advantage of that course. 25% off. The M&M kits are bigger than most high-grade kits. They're supposed to be good. We're going to alternate the girl's feet so I can display both. Alright, so I got that arm, so I do the hand here, and then I'll probably do the first draw of the night here in a minute. B19 and C7. Start messing around with my airbrush as soon as the weather allows. Nice. Go Diorama's plan. Still working on the skill before I take that jump. It's definitely, I don't know, intimidating. I decided just to go for it. I was so upset when the Sculptamold wasn't going on well, and then I realized, like, man, I need to hit Control Z here and undo, but I don't know how to do that. And then I realized I could take a putty knife and just literally scrape it all off. So I'm not really happy about the wasted materials, but I guess it's part of the learning process. Select customizing a Joe Hound. They're nice kits. Shipped some packages earlier today. Finished the HG gun can revive. Wish they did the gun tank as well. They do need a gun tank revive. Would be pretty cool, I think, because the gun tank HG is super old. Pizza for dinner, and now just relaxing with everyone here. Awesome. Periphery dropped a new album. They did, or they're about to. Jeez, tell me tech buildings for Diorama. curve for airbrushing is steep, but it's not bad once you do it. I've forgotten what kits you currently work on, Nick. This is the HGUC from Witch Mercury. They did. I'll have to check that out. I think what else dropped recently? I feel like something did, but maybe I'm just confused. I was laughing though the other day. I was just looking for something to watch while eating my sandwich at the warehouse the other day, and came across, since we're talking about music, Polyphia on their YouTube channel. They did an a cappella version of what's that song? Playing God or something like that, which is pretty funny because it's an instrumental song. Like half the guys in the band couldn't keep straight faces through the whole thing. It's very entertaining. A few days ago, I'll have to check that out. Periphery's got some really good stuff. I'm gonna use my 3D printer when I go to dioramas. Sometimes I think I need a 3D printer. I don't think I have the time to mess around with one, but I wish I did. Someday, maybe. Look at RG New Gundam and the NG Gundam Maxter. Nice. So I wanted about 10 maybes today while I was at my local Gundam store. Seen them with John a few years back. Just purchased my tickets for Gojira, Mastodon, and Lorna Shore show. Polyphia's good. Polyphia's got some good stuff too. They're very interesting to listen to, I think. That's why you encourage a minion to get a 3D printer. I think Patrick's got one. He brought in a 3D printed something. I forget what it was from the other day. It was pretty cool. I want to show up that's where I cracked my ribs. Ender 3 V2 Neo, or if you want more printer space, Ender 3 Max Neo. What's up, Josh Pontius? So the new HG Rose Gundam is out now, and I'm dying to get one. I just bought a rose pedal base. It's pretty dope off third-party sites. Super excited for my childhood favorite gun on display. Nice. My HG Rose in July. Nice. I still need to watch G Gundam, I think. Struggle to get through a lot of shows these days, though. Still working through Witch. Polyphia is amazing live. Interesting. Can't say I've seen them live, but wouldn't mind to. That'd probably be pretty cool. I was hyped for the Blue Eyes White Dragon kit coming out. Makes me hopeful they'll make a Buster, Blader, or Summoner Skull one. Finished Unicorn OVA edition yesterday, running out of UC series to watch. Gundam is a show you gotta watch with your heart. I can't wait to get one. The base is limited and I have to find one, so I was ecstatic to get one. Get birth next month, so I'll probably buy my HG after baby is born. Congrats, good luck with that. That's exciting. Your first, or? Alright, so arms are done. So I get to do feet now, but I should also do the draw next. Once you got them with your brain, especially don't ask where did that gun just come from. All right, so where are we at? 124, not bad. So let's figure out the number here. Who's our third? We have 8-year-old twins. Nice. All right, so we're gonna do our first draw of the night. We're giving away 2 kits this time, so we'll actually go with a little bit higher of a number range. Let's see. A little bit higher of a number range because we're gonna draw 2 numbers against it. So let's do a number from 1 to 2,000 and answer the question. We'll go with this question from Silversmith Gaming. What is your dream kit? So 1 to 2,000, what is your dream kit? 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your number selection and your answer to the question have to be in the same comments for it to be a valid entry. Again, 1 to 2,000, and to answer the question, what is your dream kit? Okay, 16 and 21. Okay, and 21. Where's 21? Here we are. All right. I don't know what my dream kit would be. I feel like everybody's answering with kits that exist. I feel like I've listened to that question different. ECBX, what's the question? The question is, what is your dream kit? And the number range is 1 to 2,000. I feel like everybody's answering it with a kit that exists. And I feel like my dream kit would be a kit that doesn't exist. Like an MG Leo or an HG Aries or something. The shield, a PGGVO2, a literal brick. I was wondering, do you lose money on these giveaways? Do you pull from a surplus? They come out of stock, so I pay for the kits. You know, I pay for them at my wholesale pricing, but except for that HG aerial that was donated, for example, Weeks K donated a kit this week, so occasionally get donations to stuff that are nice and helpful and stuff, but I suppose it's part of my marketing budget, so to speak. What was the question? What is your dream kit was the question. MG Moon, that would be really cool. Like, what happened to your hand? Oh, the scrapes on my fingers. They're jiu-jitsu injuries, I guess. You're doing some guard passing, guard work last Sunday. Lapel guard and spider guard stuff, and I guess I haven't done enough gi guard work in a while, and any callousing I had, my fingers all wore off, and between sweat and friction I wore some skin off my knuckles. What's up, saltiest dogs? What's up, Glorious Dead Man? What's going on? I'm gonna call time in a moment here. Better story than I use a mandolin. It's been killing me all week, though. I think it was like Wednesday or something. Thanks for the sub, Joe Nelson. I was on my way to the warehouse in the morning. I stopped at Dunkin' Donuts and got a bagel, and they didn't put cream cheese on it for me, which, you know, whatever, that's okay. But of course I had to take care of that while I'm driving, and while I was trying to open the plastic knife, I'm pretty sure I essentially just grabbed and completely ripped off one of the scabs. It was not fun. My dream kit would be an MGDO. I need to reprint those. I need to change my answer to late production. Joe's will custom iPad. I mean, considering that the answer has no bearing on whether you win or not, really. And won't change whether or not you get it. Once they make it in PG Barbatos. What's up, Mark D? All right. Lies Nick. Please scan with MG Leo answers. So Keith Bishop. Daniel Morgan clearly missed the idea that it should be something that doesn't exist yet. MG shit should be my dream. I don't know that it has to be. A lot of people were answering stuff that did exist, so just personally, I think when I think of Dream Kit, I think of something that might not necessarily exist yet. Very relative to either or PG Neo's Young would be a house, literally. So number range and question. I'm about to call time, but the number range is 1 to 2,000, and the question is, what is your dream kit? Okay, let's see. I'll call time here in 3, 2, 1. Time is called. I'm gonna draw 2 numbers this time. Okay, first number is 234. That's for the Nightingale, and then 458 for the Ariel. Let's see, a 234, what about 458? And I don't think there's a winner of the 458. So I'll let you guys confirm, but if that's the case, we will draw again shortly. Okay, 15 and 22. What chance play? We'll draw again in a little bit, drowsy dude. Could have pulled over. Numbers draw we just drew is 234 and 458. That's for clarification. P-band die last a while, or do I need to jump on the rows sooner? Depends on the kit. Sometimes they get sometimes they'll reprint, sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll sell super fast, sometimes they won't. It depends on the kit and how many runs there have been and stuff like that. So who are your new distributors? Oh, I won't tell. As for clarification, where are the prizes? What are the prizes? We got an HG Nightingale, and then Weeks K donated on Friday an HG Aerial. Orange Mecha Warehouse sticker is dope. Thanks, Arrow. Okay. So 3 prints so far in Japan, if I recall, so probably come around again for US, probably. If it's been popular, usually it gets more runs. It's hard to know when that run is going to be the last one. What were the numbers? 234, 458. You can almost always guarantee if a run sells out like in minutes, then they'll do a second run. There's no way to know 100% for sure, but if there's enough demand to sell it out that fast, they probably anticipate there being enough demand for another run. That's when it takes weeks, it's less likely. Doing the YJL conversion. Sosby right now, I can't get enough of him. So far, rather challenging. Nick, show me the part. What part? I'm not sure I understand. This part? Hold to camera, this one, the foot piece here. If there's something about it you'd want to see or know, or Peeps channel on the Discord is pretty good about posting drops when they come up. Yeah, and I think doesn't Peep Bandai themselves let people know what's going before they go out, so you don't have to guess. You just need a good info source to make sure you get the notification before they go live. So it looks double jointed foot. That's cool. A lot are, I think. I don't know, I guess we'll see when this thing goes together. It looks interesting. I don't like the feet on this thing from the way they look. A lot of the dimensions on this kit actually look kind of funky to me. I got my first batch of the Witch from Mercury kits. Nice. Great meteor unit for MG. 2.0 freedom would be insane. The current mystery box is close to selling. I got mine ordered. I think they just sold out, actually. Maybe yesterday. Probably, I think the 15th is when we said we'd start shipping them. So probably sometime mid this coming week when we have some bandwidth. This is probably my least favorite Witch kit so far. It's pretty chunky. Like the upper body so far looks pretty cool, but I feel like the lower body maybe is the part that just looks kind of weird. Maybe it'll be better once it's assembled. It just seems weird proportionally to me. Thoughts on the Aerial Permit 6 that was just announced? I saw that it was announced. I haven't really looked at it with any detail. I looked at it like closely, so I don't really have fully formed opinions on it. Should be getting my HDL for Monday. I picked up the HG Moon Gun yesterday. Pretty excited about that. Nice. Any hints for the mystery box? Not yet. Spring forward 2023, losing an hour of sleep. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I found that because somebody in our jiu-jitsu Facebook group was asking if I could do class later tomorrow morning. It gives more time to sleep in. Not looking forward to losing an hour tonight. New MG Camphor will be killer. Is out for pre-order yet? I haven't heard. Is there a new one? Beesman kit I ordered from Mecha Warehouse. Thanks so much, Nick. Thanks, Matthew. Anxiously awaiting my mystery box. My birthday gift for my wife and kid. Today's mini haul was from some money her mom gave me, so my kid buying is done for a while. It's a new sleek black camphor and I want it. Is it just a color swap? Part of the Genius headline stuff. It's GM balls, they like Cublade and Shiki. Oh, okay. Did they do much to it? Like, I know the Hyakushiki Crash, I think, had some proportion changes from the base Hyakushiki. And Cublade Damned had some interesting tweaks too. Those were some of the first kits I sold back when I got P Bandai stuff and was reselling that stuff when I really first got started. When you had to get the stuff from Japan and stuff, P Bandai. Let's build fighter's kit as new feet and head and a few other parts. Cubeblade Damned is a much wanted kit for me. I think I still have one sitting around the house somewhere. I had one on my stairs that hadn't sold for some reason. I think I was holding it for some reason. And then I stepped on it accidentally. Going down the stairs in the dark or something because I had it on the stairs. Stupid. Finally got my MGX. Thanks, Mecha Warehouse. Nice black shade. Well, goes to Japan twice a year in business, and Japanese only kits I need her to find for me. It's a good question. When my brother was in Japan back in fall, I had him just get me some gashapon stuff, which was kind of cool. Take if you didn't break any runners. Like I might have broken some runners. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that one actually. Build. What I'm excited to build is my MG camper. Probably going to start that tomorrow. Nice. Camper's an interesting design. Okay, so these. Oh, okay. So it goes there. Let's see. Damage kits are best for damage dioramas. Like, what's your least favorite MS? I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not a super big fan of. Shoot, what's it called? Bound Dock. There's probably some other ones though. Let's making plans for AOZ April. It's a good question. Who's an AOZ April fan who goes in on that? Okay. Probably prepare for draw number 2. Nick, the Gashapon US website says there's a store in the Mall of New Hampshire. Have you been there to check it out? No, I did not know that there was one. Can you send me a link? Like DM me on Discord or Instagram or email it to me or something? That I definitely could do. If it's like an official Gashapon store, then maybe maybe you gotta do a road trip. Bring a camera. Okay, so draw number 2. Kids hit every machine twice. For hot camper is my backlog. I'm not building until I'm an expert in this hobby. I have a custom paint job. Picked out nice. All right, so let's do a number from 1 to 1,000, and we'll do the question from Birdsuit. Do you airbrush? So 1 to 1,000, and do you airbrush? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. Again, number from 1 to 1,000, and answer the question, do you airbrush? All right, C13, B24. I like seeing the not yet. That's That's cool. That means people are looking to do it at some point. Highly recommended if you're thinking about it. Adds another whole dimension to the hobby. Yep, so Discord, it says there's one in Pheasant Lane and Rockingham Park malls as well. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. Is it the number B24? So with the portable sprayer before I moved up. Actually, I wish I had known that today, because the place I go to for my truck is right next to the mall in New Hampshire. Could have made that part of the little morning thing. Just got my MGX from you guys today. Thank you. Nice AC. I'm home from Korea. I will, so no. My workstation is mobile at the moment, so I can't get an airbrush right now, but eventually I will. It's a good reason not to have one yet. I'm refusing to airbrush and pushing my hand brush to a point where a person can't tell it was hand brushed. That's cool too, though. If you enjoy the process and enjoy doing it that way and it works for you, that's really cool. Imagine the face of Nick's wife when he comes in with new Gundam stuff that didn't come in through the site. I don't think she really makes a face. Maybe she hides it. Then again, not much comes in that's not to the site, just the occasional P-Bandai stuff usually. Anything that's regular production, I'll just wait till we eventually have it in stock. So hand painting as well. Nice to have both skills when you approach a custom paint, definitely. There's sometimes airbrushing certain things just doesn't make sense, so if you can hand paint it, that's good. I'm starting to think about having to deal with the daylight savings change. Yeah, P-Bandai you're extremely excited for. Not really at this point. I think I did the HG Death Scythe Hell. I think that's the only thing I've got that I'm waiting on right now. Speaking of painting, I hope we get to see what you do when you paint your artifacts, Nick. Sure, I need to go back. I think I'm going to strip the one I started on. I was starting to hand paint the Rick Diaz I did. I really wasn't liking how it was coming out. So I need to like strip it and try it again one of these days. What do you think of the Death Scythe Rosette? I'm not really a big fan of the design. I don't think the backpack for that really adds much to the Death Scythe, personally. It's the rarest or hardest kit to get, in your opinion? I think it changes at any given moment. I guess if there is a kit that's the hardest to find, it'd probably be one of those like super large scale, like with 112 or whatever, 132 ones that are like store displays. I would love to get my hands on those. What do you think of the Witch from Mercury designs? I love how each corporation has their own unique designs. I think some of them are really good. Almost all wingsuits have impractical backpacks. There's definitely some truth to that statement. Okay, I'm going to call time here. And we're going to draw two numbers. First one for the HG Nightingale, 204. And then the HG Ariel, 444. I don't see a 204. I don't see a 444. Well, you guys confirm, but looks like there is no winner yet. We will draw again shortly. Maybe get a little more aggressive on the numbers here. Not sure if this question is right. Is airbrushing indoor only? Concern is I don't want to smell inside the house. I think a lot of people do inside. I use a spray booth, so I do it inside. Use the spray booth, and I also spray acrylics. I use the Vallejo Mecha line because they're supposed to be non-toxic and they're not as bad as some of the alternatives. But you could spray outside, I think, or you could do it in a garage or something like that if you didn't want it in the house, I would imagine. So me, or is the chat more active than usual tonight? I don't know that it's necessarily more than usual. It was easy to handle the spray booth that hosed a window, and I have a window fan with an exhaust mode as well. Good spray booth if you don't want the smell. I use acrylics, but they're not as durable as lacquer. Use lacquer inside a spray booth and it works great. We have a waterfall spray booth that can compare to how a normal booth setup is. About this active, yeah, I would say it's about as usual. Got a pretty high viewer count right now, though. Oh, my spray booth is ghetto looking, but it works. It working is all that matters, really, right? Everybody wants a Nightingale. There you go. What's the build, Jacob? I'm working on the HG Ghouls Zolonza. Play just going out and doing it. Fish are top coating during cold months. I usually spray outside. I use the spray booth. I'll spray year round because I'm doing it inside the spray booth. But maybe someone else has better tips. How much you think you've live streamed over the years? I mean, so not counting the charity streams and stuff, this is what, like stream 130 something, so 2 hours ago, it's at least 260 hours plus the charity streams. It probably adds, I'm probably over 200 something hours at least, just on YouTube. Right side for coding, learning here about airbrushing. Great source to learn stuff from. Okay, so I think those are the feet. Okay. Right leg, C16 and B23. I want to say thank you and appreciate all you do at Mecha Warehouse. No problem, James. Thank you. I need the information, definitely. Okay, C16. The other one I need is B23. It's 50 here where I am. I can leave it out for a minute, but I think below that I spray and then bring it right in. But if it's anything above 60, then I'll leave it out in my booth till it dries. Interesting. Pretty sure when I was using cans, I'd always bring stuff in, no matter what time of year it was. Wait for my PG double riser I ordered to get here Monday. Nice. I finished the Delanza. Making progress. We're on the legs right now, so based on how far into the stream we are, it'll probably be at least one more stream after tonight, I think. Not to decide what to do next. I got the aerial, I got Choo Demi's trainer, and I got the other Delanza, which I'll probably definitely put that one off because I don't want to build two Delanzas back to back. I'm back to Gunpla after 20 years. Built the OG Wing MGs. Nice. These have been awesome and really getting me excited to get some new kits. Thanks for doing these. No problem, John. Glad you're enjoying them and or getting value from them. Build the aerial next, Nick. It's a fun build. I'm definitely looking forward to that one. I tried to pull that one off because I think it's similar to the Ilfrith in a lot of ways, but I wouldn't mind doing that one next. I also got the SD aerial and the Figure Eye standard Soletta as well. I've never tried the Figure Eyes kits, so that might be an interesting one of these days. Limited are adorable. I hope we get the Garrison type. Garrison type. I don't build two of the same kits ever. I've built plenty of the same kits. I probably rank up there for most builds of the same kit with all the Maganacs I did. It'll end up being my first HD aerials kill, looking why I want to do a perfect grade with LEDs. It'd be really nice if they had a perfect grade. Can't imagine making the same kit twice at all. Try doing 40 in a row. Just let it mirror, the Human Gundam model kits. They're the Figure Eye standard kits from which they're the characters. If I had the money, I would have wanted Ding and Dent this week. No one wanted it, but I couldn't guarantee I have the money. Which one, Matthew? Was this obsession with SD? Why are there now MG SD? I mean, SDs are pretty cool. They're pretty simple. Proportions are kind of cool. What's your favorite most built kit? I mean, probably the Maganac if it's for the ones that I built the most. HG Leo is a pretty solid kit too. I've painted a couple of those. And I've snap built probably like 10 of them. 40 Thieves and After Colony would be good repetition competitive kits. What's up, Radagast? Leos, would you say, are needed to have a good amount? I mean, I feel like you need at least a dozen Leos between your backlog and your collection. I think I've built like maybe a half dozen so far. I've got 2 painted. I've got 2 Space Leos assembled from one of the charity streams. I think I have another Space Leo too. Two regular types, the flight type. I feel like I need to do a few dozen regular Leos to go with the Maganax when I finally do that diorama I want to do. Or they're coming out with a full mechanics area. They are. Purple's hard to sand. Yeah. Well, the other had some sort of air support. You built non-Gundam kit stick. I built a few. I built the Blade Liger last year. The Zoid kit from Kotobukiya. What else? 30-minute mission stuff. Whoever made the Don't Build Too Conclude doesn't like mass-produced units like Zaku's. I feel like if you're going to do mass-produced stuff like that and you're going to do multiples, you either need to do it with like the intent to do multiple color schemes, or it's got to be like a diorama or something. I wouldn't do the same one in the same way unless I was going to like create a diorama or some sort of special display for it. Okay, C14 master grade areas. Cancer units would be freaking amazing. Okay, C14. That mech is amazing. Which one? Or are you referring to the Delonza here? Secretly want like 5 gun cannons because the ideas I have. I built the MG Jesta about a week ago. Great kit, garbage hands. I wish Bandai would figure out a better hand option for MG and keep it consistent. Thoughts on the limited item Gundam Exia. I don't know if I've seen it. Slowly get my friends interested in the hobby. Any suggestions for my 12-year-old niece? Entry grades are nice. Is she into Gundam, or is she into any of the other franchises that have kits? Because being interested in the subject matter definitely helps. Put you on the Discord. K-Boss, so if you've ever made a purchase from Mecha Warehouse before, you should have received via email an invite link. If you've made a purchase and did not receive one, you can always email support@mechawarehouse.com and we can look you up and send you one. Say if it went to spam or got lost or whatever. Going to do the MG Jesta conversion kit after my camper. Nice. 100 Kshetra resin kit. Got tired of waiting for an MG. Technically, it's my wife's. Integrated Pokemon kits are great for beginners. The Pokemon quick kits are great. Collects action figures because her dad collects G.I. Joes. Cool. How do I go about getting the birthday discount? I get to figure that out. There should be a link on the order status page after you check out, I think, to sign up. You could also always email us, like email support or whatever, or DM the bot in Discord, and we can look you up and get you a link, I think. Step 1, have a birthday. Ephemera is coming out April 22nd. We should get in the US about a month later. Wish you loves Eevee. Great idea. Thanks, y'all. Yeah, it's definitely a good way to go. Pokemon kits are... The Pokemon Quick Kits especially are pretty straightforward and easy. They're really simple. And for Pokemon fans, it's some of the stuff I had my kids start on because they were easy. Okay. B17. What are your standing tools? Swordsmith, I use the Razor Origin and the Gun Primer Balancer. It's probably actually wearing out. I should probably replace that soon. So, to curious, did you personally like any of the late UC Crossbone Gundam designs? For me, the one design that sticks with me the most is the Crossbone X1 Full Cloth. I'm not super deep into the whole Crossbone thing. I haven't read any of the manga, and like, they're cool. I mean, pirate Gundams, the idea of a pirate-themed Gundam is pretty cool, but it's not really fully my thing, so I'm not like a super huge fan of any of them or anything. So watch me build, so the interest is there, and building your own is better than just buying a figure. Absolutely. Birthday is literally today. Step 1. Big birthday just got gone yesterday. How long is it valid for? Need to get the new HG Pente. I think it's good for 90 days. It should say in the email, I think, that sends you the code. Still looking at April for the MG Zeta for Kyle release. I think so, but I haven't followed it super closely. It's a Turn 8 Gundam, which is the best grade for it. Good question. I'm not sure. I will love a good HG Nightingale. Finished Crossbones. Very fun kit and mech. Thanks for the tool info. No problem. Like the Razor, I have the bigger one, or just order the thinner one to be able to get in different spaces. I love it. Basically haven't looked back since I started using it on the, was it the RG God Gundam a while back. Has a prize been taken? Not yet. Done 2 draws, no winner yet. Don't forget about the Hello Kitty Gundams too. Those are cool too. Those might be of interest. Pretty straightforward as their SD kits. Haven't won the kit yet, not yet. I'm going to do the third draw in a little bit here. I say Chronicle Cup Noodles a fun build, just do not eat the pieces. It's too late to pick a number for a chance. Kinda. We're going to do another draw momentarily here, so I'll ask for a new number in a new range, and that would be the time to put it in. Like that brush. It's an interesting brush too. So if you have an account at Mecha Warehouse, Get the birthday discount. No, it's not just having an account. You have to sign up for it. It's like a separate plugin on the website. Chunk B10 and B8. Did you watch Witchmaker? Yeah, I'm in the middle of it. I think we're like 5-6 episodes in, maybe. Number of kits you built would be a fun draw. It's hard to ask questions that require numerical answers because it confuses the with the draw. If I've signed up for the birthday thing or not. I got about a month to figure it out. Get more transcendent kits. Let the blue and white one. Hate purple one. Translucent maybe. Hey, I'm late. What's up, Bill tonight? What's up, Buttercup? We're doing the Ghouls Dolanza tonight. So we're learning Japanese kanji just to figure the instruction books for these kits out. That's cool. I don't know about kanji, but katakana is a very valuable skill in my opinion. Learning katakana and hiragana and stuff. Hello Kitty Charazaku is a fun little build. Runner stands for those. These are the tag art ones. I think Gun Primer sells them under their own name now. I think they're basically the same thing. They're kind of nifty. Did an old wing kit. I'd pick up and all the instructions for Japanese. I thought it was nifty. So this birthday thing I keep hearing about. We have a like a birthday discount code thing you can sign up for. We'll send you like a 10% discount code on your birthday. Should I build next? MG Shinmusha, MG Gym Sniper Custom, or MG Turn A Moonlight Butterfly. Of those three, I'd pick the Shinmusha. So you don't need to translate anything. The pictures do a very good job of illustrating the build process. They usually do. There's a few things occasionally where the ability to use the translate can help when something's not clear, but it usually is clear. It's pretty rare. It's better to learn a little of the language versus using the app. People appreciate the effort, no matter how bad you are at it. So I just thought it was crazy. Nick has been crazy moving, I bet. I hate moving. The Translate app has a camera feature that I use to understand the instructions sometimes. Yeah, that app is super handy. If I do need any sort of clarification on stuff, that's been my go-to. C19 and 21. I've thought of starting a Mecha Warehouse cutting mat line. I've thought about it, actually. Production quantities would be really, really high compared to the number I think I'd sell. Okay, so we got to do another draw here. Musha Mark II. It's a pretty cool looking one. Use Papago. It's great for Korean and Japanese. Interesting. All right, so let's do our third draw. We need a number from 1 to 500. 1 to 500, and answer the question, what nipper do you use? That's from Dramaturgy was one who asked that question. So 1 to 500, what nipper do you use? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your number and the answer has to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. If possible, custom order to offset the cost. So it comes down to that the places I've looked at that will manufacture them are looking for you to buy a significant number of them. So I mean, I guess we could increase the cost to the point, or the price to the point where it would pay for them, even though we only sold a smaller quantity of them or something. But I think we have to make a lot of them. Okay, 19 and 21. These thighs are very, very round. There might be an add-on feature to say the mystery boxes. I mean, that would be an interesting way to do it, but like it's like we would need to make an order of magnitude or more than we sell mystery boxes, for example. Like we're talking like, 1,000 pieces or something crazy like that. And I just don't think we would sell enough of them to offset the cost in the short term. Maybe eventually we would. Was the question again, what nippers do you use? Oof, I thought the manufacturer requirement would be in the low hundreds or so. Yeah, no, it's like thousands. From when we talked to one of the major tool manufacturers about it, and it wouldn't be that bad of an investment to do like the smaller mats, but a lot of people like the larger ones. So it's like a double-edged sword, and I just don't think we would sell enough. Like some people would get one just because we made one, but I don't think enough people would be like, you know what, I need a new cutting mat just because Mecha Warehouse has a special one. Mystery box usually limit 2 per month. This recent one was I think 75 pieces. The last one had a higher limit. We didn't sell all of them. The first one I think was 100 pieces. Kind of depends on what we have available for the components of the boxes. Then we can make that number of boxes or that number of different combinations. Buy a crap ton of regular ones and put a Mecha Warehouse sticker on it, call it a day, right? If I get a kite, might be to get a larger one. What Nightingale, please? Maybe it'd be cheaper than done from a mousepad company. I'm not sure I understand that one. Cutting mats, so I'd buy one, but I understand with the volume thing. Yeah, it's just if it was, you know, a couple hundred, no problem. I'd definitely do it. I just don't think we would do 1,000 pieces for a while. I mean, people always need cutting mats, so I'm sure we'd gradually work through them. Didn't know you had a YouTube. I'm definitely subscribing. Thanks, Joshua. What do you use for thinning? What ratio do you use for thinning? I use Vallejo Mecha paints, and I think thinner is like 1:3, and flow improver you do 1:5, or vice versa. A thick clear table, clever along with cutting mats, keeps mess low. But it definitely depends on what you're thinning. Blank cutting mats. Thanks for the sub, Ramiro Gomez. Blank cutting mats, last Mecha Warehouse sticker on it. Hobby action. We love you guys. Thanks, dude. Ratios really depend on the paint requirements. Yeah, what the paint is, even potentially the airbrush you're using, or how you want it to go, I guess. You could spray paint specifically extra thin, for example, for certain reasons and stuff. Keeps displays their box art from the kits. I haven't displayed any of mine. I want to. I've got a lot of my old kit boxes broken down. Mecha stickers all over my spray booth. Nice. What do you think of The Witch from Mercury? I've been enjoying it so far. I haven't seen the whole series yet, but what I've seen so far has been pretty good. Keep the boxes, but I'm only 12.5 in. Yeah, at some point it does become more challenging, we'll say. Thanks for the sub, Joshua. Once it gets too large, I plan on making them into mini posters. My boxes are tacked on my wall. Okay. Thanks for the sub, Gregory Thomas. All right, B12. Let people flatten them, put them up like paintings. That's what I plan to do. I want to do something kind of similar. I want to like almost shadow box them a little bit, or make them a little bit 3D. I just haven't figured out how to mount them to the wall. Probably put them up in the studio hobby space up in the attic. You done time yet? I haven't actually. I should probably do that, I think. Okay. What was your first MG build? I'm pretty sure it was my MG ARC 78 3.0. Okay, so 1 to 500. We're going to draw twice because we're giving away the Nightingale and an HG aerial. Thank Louise K. So for the Nightingale, 368, and for the aerial, 322. Let's see a 368 or a 322. No, 322. Looks like there's no winners. I'll let you guys confirm, but if that's the case, we will draw again in a little bit. After the model top is a win-win space for the model to chill, more space than the shelf. You ever consider opening up customer support from remote positions? Honestly, probably not. I think we get by with Patrick being remote, but a lot of what Patrick does requires him to physically be there because, say, for example, an order, someone, it's like been picked and somebody requests something be added to it, say. Sometimes it requires him to go literally chase it down. And I think that stuff works way better when the person's actually in the warehouse. Joshua, so next time we'll be doing a... we'll throw up a number range and a question, and if you answer them Put the number and the answer to the question into the comments when we ask, and then we'll draw a number in that range. Yeah, it was me Friday adding a ding and dent to my order. Gotcha, I decided shoot by shot. Yeah, I mean, that's... I love the idea of remote. I love the idea of not needing to have another desk and space and all that kind of stuff, but I think it makes things a lot easier, and when we get multiple people, it makes life a lot easier to be able to lean over and say, hey, do you got this particular ticket, or be able to discuss things easily in person. Could be done remotely, obviously, but there's a benefit to doing it in person. There's storage solutions for a bunch of guide notes and paint bottles. Can't put them on a desk. Need something I can put in a closet and pull out when needed. Maybe some sort of drawer, maybe? Let's go except the halftime show. Has there ever been a time when no one won? Usually we'll draw numbers multiple times against the last one if nobody's won yet. So there might have been a time or two where we just kept drawing and nobody was winning and decided to give up, but I can't remember. I know for sometimes when we do extra prizes, if somebody wins earlier, we decide to like give away, say, a poster or pin or something that we've allowed those to just go on one because everybody was unlucky. I think a toolbox drawer works for paint that size. I said work for Carnival doing cruises and stuff like that. I have to sometimes wait on the phone for 45 minutes to get a supervisor to look at something for me. Yeah, definitely makes things harder. It doesn't mean it's not possible to do. If we were trying to scale to a point where we needed lots of people, I would definitely consider it. But we've been surviving with one customer service person for a little while now. At some point we'll have to add another one to take some of the pressure off of Patrick as we grow. But hopefully it'll be a little while before we hit that point. Okay, so B14. Cutting map from Mecha Warehouse in a heartbeat. You get 30-minute missions, Sengoku armor, and weapon set for cheap samurai build. Oh, that's an answer to this question above. Any recommendations for a cheaper samurai style kit? I want to do a purple and green paint job. It was already purple or metal colored, so I can weather that's a bonus. Yeah, that's a good answer, Kid Robot. I can get myself the other day for 85 and almost bought the thing. It'd be a pain to display for me though. Most hit up the dollar stores for cheap weapons display with their kits. I don't, but those legs are thick. Yeah, they are. With the intended for my MG Extract Freedom, if I managed to fix it. In my first mecha surgery, I think I did well. Okay, where was I? B14. Definitely feel that getting close to the end of the stream here. Definitely feel a little tired tonight, which doesn't have me feeling super wonderful about having to get up early, effectively early anyway, because of the daylight savings time. Ouch, if you fix a few kits before, watch out for that hip joint. Oh, is that the MGEX has a hip issue? I think I heard about that. Don't worry about getting up early if you just sleep in, Nick. That's true, but I want to go to jiu-jitsu in the morning. Sunday is my jiu-jitsu day. It's a 9 a.m. class. It's like a 45-minute drive for me, so I got to get up and get over there. We had to work till 5 today. My wife just got a puppy. Hopefully I can get the red ass finished this week. Anyone have any recommendations regarding the ZZ Gundam key kit? I'm not sure what you mean by key there. Probably a typo. Yeah, the blue trail posed up. I had to get the red one. Too much of it. It's definitely a good looking mech. Astrays are cool looking designs. I think you meant Kai. Is there a ZZ Kai? Ka. Oh, there we go. Burka, maybe? Korea, road tripping from Virginia Beach to Cocoa Beach, Florida today. Nice. How does it feel to be back in the States? I love Astrays, but I'm on the hunt for something G-Gun related. Speaking of, would you hunt down kits for payment? Say I wanted some of the old G kits. Would you try to hunt them for extra money? We don't really hunt for things. We don't really have the bandwidth. We're too much of a volume seller, I guess. I know there are some businesses that will do that kind of thing, but basically the supply chain is what it is for stuff. So that's almost more like looking and searching on like eBay and other third-party sites and stuff. Looking forward to the extra hours of daylight. I mean, that's not bad, but getting there is what sucks. Any tips on removing yellowing from egg crate plastics? Not sure. Do you recommend a hand drill? The display one's pretty good, I think. It's weird seeing white people in other things besides Korean is weird. I guess that would be different than being in Korea. Weren't you on base though? I would imagine that there's a lot of Americans on the base. Or do you just mean out and about when you're not at work? 4 years over there, that's a long time. 4 years continuously? Love that post in Wagwan. Oh, interesting. Curious which Mecha Warehouse merchandise generates the most revenue? Like the Mecha Warehouse branded stuff? And when you say most revenue, you mean like because of total sales, or do you mean like per item? Including the Mecha Minion kit acquisition service complete with suited up minions with secure cases carrying the goods. You'd have to, it'd be an expensive service, I think. when you start factoring how much time and energy it could take per item. I don't know, probably like the posters maybe, because technically the cost per poster, because we had a massive number printed, is pretty low. It's just paper. Most of the cost went into the artwork, I guess. So in theory, if we sold all of them, then the cost per, we only sold a small percentage of what we actually produced, because the cost to produce, hundreds is basically the same as producing dozens. Get back once last year for my custody, I got Majorly. He refused to let me do it remotely. What brings you back is just your like tour over there done or whatever. I don't know how that works for those kind of deployments, but or I guess is it even considered a deployment if you're stationed over there? I don't even know. Just on to a different posting, or are you getting out, or what, do you ever think it's reasonable that Bandai would reissue the gun and Reconquista in G-Kiss to be reissued? I think they could. They reprint a lot of stuff, so it's just a matter of them deciding it's worth the trouble to make them. I think I really need to look into scrubbing this with some water and a toothbrush. Shipping can be super fast if you want to pay like $100-ish for shipping, but generally shipping from is measured in weeks. Need to reprint the Thunderbolt big gun set. That'd be cool. There's a lot of stuff that still needs to be reprinted. Got majority custody. I did 2 tours back to back. Gotcha. Yes, sorry, amount with standard shipping. Tried to send me to Fort Bliss, Texas. Yuck. My understanding is that Bandai reprints everything eventually, so we'll see the G-Record kits again, just no one knows when. That's basically true. I know there's been things that haven't been reprinted in a long time or haven't gotten multiple prints, but as long as the molds still exist, they, at least in theory, will get you get a reprint. Been MIA for about a month and a half, but now I'm back. I notice every time you do a promo gimmick like your mystery box, see others plagiarizing. Really? You have any examples of that? Feel free to send them to me privately if you don't want to say them publicly. That's such a chunky kind of leg here. How long have you been into Gunpla or Gundam in general? So Gunpla, I started in late 2016 after a trip to Japan. Gundam, though, I got into originally back in, God, what, he was early 2000s, I think, with Gundam Wing and Tsunami. Do you have any pets? I do not. We had a cat for a little while, some years back, but she died, unfortunately. Haven't got another one since. I think there's one Bandai believes will sell in accordance to their projections right now. All the folks besides Bandai is either Witch from Mercury or Origin Don't Arc. Call the numbers from 1 to 500 already. I did. Came out in 2000, Tsunami. There you go. So 2000, I guess. Okay, so we're going to do one more draw for tonight. We're going to do a number from 1 to 150 and answer the question from a random hero. Best melee weapon for a mobile suit. So 1 to 500, best melee weapon for a mobile suit. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. I'll draw it in a moment or two. Japan and Nintendo can celebrate a Mario anniversary heavily, but a Zelda one gets barely anything. Okay, so left leg. I guess I could start a couple pieces on this one. Pegasus Heat Hawk over Tega. That looks cool. I think I grabbed that kit just because of that giant axe. You gave two numbers for the number range. Did I give two numbers? 1 to 150 is the number range. Did I give another one? If I misspoke, it's because I'm apparently tired, losing my mind. Just death clock playing. It shouldn't be. 1 to 150 is the number range, just to make sure it's clear. I'm tired. Said 1 to 150, okay. That's what I thought. I've definitely misspoken before and put out bad or conflicting ranges before, so let's say 1 to 150 first, but let's say 1 to 500. Sorry, I meant 1 to 150 for both. With 170 people or 20 people are going to win. I don't know. There's a pretty decent chance that nobody gets the number on the first draw. If we do have a conflict, we'll flip the challenge coin. Already missed out on that. What's going on? We're doing the final draw for the night, bolting. That's what's going on right now. Who's the winner? I haven't drawn yet. I will. It's called time and draw a winner in a minute. Who's the next MGSD restock? I'm not sure. Been guessing numbers for a year, no luck yet, but I'm here every Saturday night. Still, it's been fun reading and chatting here. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. That's your first gun on which kit? No, it's my third, technically. I did the Booger Bow and the Ilfrith. I'm trying to go through all of them while I have them. Okay, I'm gonna call time here. Which is the giveaway valued? I don't know, what's the HG Nightingale? I think it's like $79.99 right now. What do I say? Number, try to win a number and answer the question, what is your favorite melee weapon for a mobile suit? I'm gonna call time here in a second. Get this ready. Okay, calling time. Okay, so first one for the HG Nightingale, number 131. And the second one, the HG Aerial, is 146. Okay, so 131. No, 131. About 146. As expected. Okay, I'm going to draw two more numbers again against the same number range. So for the HG Nightingale, 141. And the HG Aerial, 117. Okay, 117. We got three answers, it looks like. We got AJ Amaya. We've got my channel. And we've got death. So we got three of them for the aerial. So I think what I'm going to do here, since we had no winners for the Nightingale and I don't want to be drawing all night, is I'm going to roll a die essentially. Do a D6, virtual D6 here. If it's 1 or 2, AJ Amaya is the winner. 3 and 4, my channel. And 5 and 6 will be death. Whoever wins will get to pick between the Nightingale and Ariel, and then I'll flip a coin between the two remaining, and we'll let that person get the other prize. So actually, let me get the... Okay, so here's the die roller. I'm going to hit this roll button. So 1 to 2, AJ Amaya. 3, 4, my channel. 5, 6, death. Number 2. So AJ Amaya, you can choose between the Nightingale or the Ariel, and then I will flip a coin. So my channel and death. You guys can call heads. This is heads. This is tails. Whoever calls it first will get their choice. Swag will take the Nightingale. Okay, so AJ Amaya with the Nightingale. So my channel and death, I just need a heads or tails call. I see tails from death. So I'll flip the coin. I'm going to catch it, flip it on the back of my hand. If it's heads, my channel wins. If it's tails, death wins. And then we'll call it a night. So... Drowsy, you didn't get a choice to pick. Okay, here we go. Flipping. Good flip. Heads. So heads was my channel, so congratulations, my channel, on winning the Ariel. So AJ Amaya and my channel, G115. You guys can both email support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we should ship those kits out this week. Congratulations, and condolences to Death for the third place win. In fact, Death, if you send an email, I can send you a patch or a pin or something. So, congratulations, guys, and thank you to everybody who showed up tonight. I had a great time tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I definitely did. We'll be back at it next week, giving away something else good, continuing on this Ghouls Delanza. Hope to see you all then. Have a great rest of your weekend. Hope you all have a better time with daylight savings time than I feel like I'm going to have, and otherwise I will see you all next time.